Okay, I am really sorry about just now because the video has already ends. Okay, since I'm using the free version, so it is the free version for Screencast-O-Matic. So it takes only 50 minutes for me to record all the videos. Okay. So every 50 minutes, so I need to count with the new video. Okay. But whatever it is, don't worry, the video will still going on. Okay, so let's read again the question. Okay, the expected dividend next year is RM1.30. So make sure the dividend is next year. Don't use the last year. If let's say it is the last year, then you have to find the next year. How are you gonna find the next year? So the dividend you need to times with 1 plus the growth. So mark my word, if let's say the dividend here, it gives you the dividend last year or the current dividend, the current dividend or last year dividend, so you need to find the new dividend, okay, the next year dividend. So how are you going to find the next year dividend? So the last year dividend you times with 1 plus G, okay. So how are you going to find if let's say it gives you the last year dividend, okay, so how are you going to find next year dividend? Okay, next year dividend equals to the last year dividend, okay, you times with, oh, we use this one, right, times with 1 plus G, the growth, okay, 1 plus G, sorry, 1 plus G, the growth. Okay, so how, if let's say the question here is state that dividend last year, since this question used dividend next year, so it's okay. If the question gave you dividend last year, so how dividend last year or the current dividend, so how are you gonna get the next year dividend? So use the last year dividend times with 1 plus G. So that's how you're gonna get the next year dividend. Okay, since this question is given, the question given to you the next year dividend, so you don't have to find the next year dividend. It is already next year. So the next year dividend is RM1.30, and dividend are expected to grow at 5% forever. So you know that this is the growing perpetuity because it is forever. If the discount rate is 10%, what is the value of this promised dividend stream? Okay, so the present, so you know that the formula that you need to use is the growing perpetuity formula. Present value equals to C divided by R minus G. Okay, so we know that the C here is RM1.30 because it is the annual payment that you will receive. RM1.30 divided by R or I, interest rate is 10% minus with growth, the G 5%. So you solve inside here 0.10 minus 0.05, so you will get 5%. RM1.30 divided by 0.05, you're going to get $26. Okay, so that's how you're going to solve the growing perpetuity. Remember here it must be the dividend next year. If let's say the question gave you dividend last year or current dividend, you need to find dividend for next year. So how are you going to find the dividend for next year? So you need to use this formula. Next year dividend equals to last year dividend times with 1 plus G. So that's how you're going to get the next year dividend. Okay, all right. So next we're going to go to the last concept that you need to understand, which is the amortization. Amortization is normally applied for any types of loan that you apply in your daily life. Either it is your study loan or your housing loan or your car loan, it will apply the amortization concept. Okay, so what is amortization? It is each payment covers the interest expense plus the reduces principal. Okay, so you know that the total payment for amortization is your interest expense plus with your principal. That is the concept of amortization. Okay, so in order to solve the amortization problem, there are two situations that you will face. The first one is when you are given loan amount. The second one, you're not given loan amount. You are given only principal. Okay, so both of them, you still need to use amortization table. There are amortization table that you need to use in order to solve this amortization problem. Okay, so when you are given only principal amount, which means that the principal you are given, so how are you going to find that? You will use the present value annuity formula in order to find what is the actually the amount of amortization amount. Okay, so let's go through the example so that you can clearly see how you're going to solve the problem. Okay, so for the first example is this one, when you are given the loan amount. Okay, all right, consider a 50,000 loan. Okay, 10-year loan at 8% interest. So you want to take 50,000 loan, 10-year the time period, and then interest rate is 8%. The loan agreement requires the firm to pay 5,000 in principal. So you pay 5,000 in principal each year plus interest for that year. So which means that the loan agreement, which means that the total amount that you need to pay for that loan is the principal plus the interest. So that's how you want. That's the amount that you want to find, the total loan that you need to pay. So which is the principal plus the interest. Okay, so how are you going to solve the problem? Let's see here. When you want to solve the amortization problem, you need to do this table. Okay, you need to have year, and then we need to have beginning balance, we need to have interest payment, principal payment, total payment, and ending balance. Because inside here, the one that you need to find is the principal plus the interest. Okay, which is the total payment. Total payment include the interest payment plus the principal payment. Okay, so that's what you need to find. It depends on the question. Sometimes it asks you to find what is the principal payment. Sometimes it asks you to find what is the interest payment. It's up to the question. But this question asks you to find what is the total payment because it wants to know the interest payment plus the principal payment. Okay, so it is 10-year. Okay, so it is 10-year loan. So the year will be 1 until 10. Okay, so the beginning balance will be the loan amount, which is 50,000. And then the interest rate, 4,000. How are you going to get this 4,000? Because interest rate is 8%. So 8% you times with 50,000, you get 4,000. Okay, so how are you going to get this 4,000? 8% here, you times with 50,000. So that's how you're going to get 4,000. Okay, the principal amount is already stated here. You pay 5,000 in principal each year. So which means that the principal will be the fixed amount throughout the year until 10 years. So this is 5,000. So you just put all the information on principal until 10 years, 5,000. It is just the same. Because per year you pay 5,000. Okay, so 5,000 is fixed. And then how for total payment, how are you going to get this total payment? Interest payment plus the principal payment. So how are you going to get this total payment? Interest payment plus principal payment, you will get total payment. So 4,000 plus 5,000, you're going to get total payment. Okay, so how are you going to get this interest payment? Take the interest here 8% times with the beginning balance. Okay, then you will get the interest payment. So how are you going to get the ending balance here? Okay, beginning balance minus with the principal payment. Okay, so that's how you get your ending balance. So 50,000 minus 5,000. So that's how you're going to get ending balance, 45,000. So the ending balance will become the beginning balance for next year. Okay, 45,000 here. So how are you going to get interest payment 3,600? Because interest is 8%. So interest 8% times 45,000. So you're going to get 3,600. Principal payment will be the same throughout the year. So 3,600 plus principal payment, you will get total payment 8,600. So how are you going to get this 40,000? Your beginning balance, you minus with the principal payment, you will get the ending balance. So the ending balance will become the beginning balance for next year. Okay, ending balance will become the beginning balance for next year. So 40,000 here, how are you going to get the interest payment? 3,200. The interest rate is 8%. 8% times 40,000, so you will get 3,200. And then the principal payment is just fixed, 5,000. So you plus both of interest payment and principal payment, you will get total payment, 8,200. So how are you going to get ending balance? Take the beginning balance minus with the principal payment, so you get the ending balance. So the ending balance 35,000 will become the beginning balance for the 4th year. 35,000 here times with 8%, you will get the interest payment 2,800, and then the principal payment is just the same 5,000. So interest payment plus the principal payment, you will get total payment 7,800. So how you going to get the ending balance 30,000? 35,000 here minus with the principal payment, you will get 30,000. So 30,000, you bring it to the 5th year. 30,000 here, how you going to get interest payment 2,400? 8% times 30,000. So you will get 2,400. And then the principal payment will remain the same, which is 5,000. So plus both of the interest and principal, you will get total payment. So how are you going to get the ending balance? 30,000 here, beginning balance minus the principal payment. So you will get 25,000. Okay, so 25,000 ending balance here will become the beginning balance for next year. Okay, 25,000 here times 8%, you will get the interest payment. 8% times 25,000, you will get 2,000. 2,000 plus the principal payment, which is fixed, 5,000 throughout the year, you will get total payment 7,000. Okay, so how are you going to get ending balance? The beginning balance minus the principal payment. So that's how you're going to get ending balance. Okay, ending balance will become the beginning balance for next year. Okay, for the 7th year. So how you're going to get 1,600? 20,000 times 8%, you will get 1,600 plus with the principal amount, which is 5,000 fixed. So you will get total payment 6,600. Okay, so how you going to get 15,000 here? 20,000 minus 5,000, so you will get 15,000. So 15,000 here, ending balance will become the beginning balance for next year. Okay, so 15,000 times 8%, so you will get 1,200. So plus with the principal payment, you will get 6,200. Okay, so how you going to get this 10,000? 15,000 minus 5,000, so you will get 10,000. So 10,000 here will become the beginning balance for next year. 10,000 here. And then how you going to get 800? Okay, 8% times with 10,000, you will get 800 here. And then plus with the principal amount, which is fixed, 5,000. So you will get 5,800 for total payment. So the ending balance, how you going to get the ending balance here? 10,000 minus the 5,000. So you will get 5,000 here. So 5,000 will become the beginning balance for the last year, which is 10th year. And then times with 8%, you get 400 plus back with the principal payment, which is 5,000. So you will total payment will be 5,400. 5,400, and this one figure will actually 5,000 and 5,000 beginning balance minus the principal payment, so it will give you 0. So you know that at year 10 your loan will be solved. Okay, alright, that's how you're going to solve the amortization problem. So this one is when your loan amount is given. Okay, for the next solution, you will see you are given only the principal amount. The loan amount is not given. So how are you going to solve that one? Okay, consider a 4-year loan. So you want to take 4-year loan. The time period is 4 years with annual payments. Okay, the annual payments. The interest rate is 8% and the principal amount is 5,000. Okay, so you know that you need to find what is the C, the annual payment, the one that you need to find, because with annual payment. Okay, and the principal amount is 5,000. So let's see this example. Okay, so the principal, which means that you are given beginning balance. The amount that is given to you is becoming your the amount of anything that are given to you, that will become the beginning balance for your loan. So beginning balance, so you will still have the same table like before, like this one. Okay, so you will have year, and then you will have beginning balance, and then you will have interest paid, principal payment, and then you will have total payment, and then ending balance. This one I didn't put it in the structure like this. It's up to you. If you want to put it like this also can. If you want to put also like this, it also can. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, so inside here, you know that you need to find what is the annual payment, because the annual payment that we need to find. Okay, alright, so the beginning balance start with 5,000 because the amount that is given here is only this one. So you take this figure as beginning balance. Okay, so the beginning balance will be 5,000. So year is 4 year. 4 year interest rate is 8%. Okay. So interest rate, how are you going to find the interest paid? 5,000 times 8%, it will be 400. And then how are you going to find this principal paid? Okay. So the ending balance will be 5,000